Six Flags New England is long overdue for a new coaster, and it looks like it's finally here. Someone was spotted at the park recently taking survey markings and land samples for what will likely be the most expensive coaster to open at the park in over 25 years. Six Flags New England may have taken a long break since their last coaster, but with what they have in store, it's definitely going to be worth the wait. Six Flags New England's latest coaster opened in 2017. The park opened the Joker S&S 4D free spin clone. New England has been getting new roller coasters every 2 to 3 years for a long time, so with 2025 marking 8 years since their last coaster, it's very likely this park will be getting something major very soon. New England has a total of 11 operating roller coasters at the park. However, aside from the top few, many of those roller coasters aren't the best, and quite a few of them will likely get removed and replaced in the next few years. There are quite a few gaps in New England's lineup, many of which could potentially be filled with a brand new coaster. There's a lot of unknowns when it comes to New England's next coaster, as the Six Flags chain has been changing a lot lately, most recently with the new Cedar Fair Six Flags merger. Regardless though, I think Six Flags New England is finally going to get an awesome new coaster, and I think it's going to be a lot bigger than most people are expecting. Six Flags New England is way overdue for a new coaster, and there are a couple of possible explanations for why they've gone so long with no new coaster. I already covered that in one of my other videos, so I'm not going to go into that again, but basically I think Six Flags New England may have been pushed aside from getting a new coaster temporarily over the last couple of years. Regardless though, it seems everything is in line for the park to open a new coaster in 2025 or 2026, and their next new addition is likely going to be the most expensive coaster the park opened in 25 years. There are a few possible options for Six Flags New England's next coaster. The park will likely build their next coaster in Goliath's plot of land. They removed this coaster in 2019, and that plot of land is a decent size for a new coaster. The park will very likely remove their Vekoma Boomerang flashback, which is also in that area, to expand the footprint of what can become one of the largest new coasters at the park. For starters, we have to address the possibility of New England getting a B&M as their next coaster. A B&M dive coaster would be a great addition for this park, and it would look awesome in the area of the park where the boomerang stood. The park can very much use another high-capacity coaster from B&M, as they only have one currently. Dive coasters are always a safe bet for a park, and they do very well with the general public. There's something about these machines that are just so eye-catching, and though they aren't the best attractions, the recent dive coasters have been much more unique. The closest dive coaster to Six Flags New England is the new Iron Menace at Dorney Park, which is about 4 hours away. It's possible the park wouldn't want to go with a dive because of the fact that Dorney Park just built one, but I wouldn't rule it out totally. The B&M coaster, I think, would make even more sense for this park, though is a launched wing coaster. B&M wing coasters with a launch are becoming pretty popular these days, and these models are also super reliable, high capacity, eye-catching, crowd-pleasing coasters. There are also no B&M wing coasters in the area, with the closest one being the new King's Dominion wing coaster opening in 2025, about 7 hours away. It's possible the new King's Dominion wing coaster will prevent Six Flags New England from opening the same coaster model, as King's Dominion will almost definitely be much better and better themed, as it is for their 50th anniversary. That's what leads me to the Surf Coaster, which is B&M's newest model. This will be a great addition to Six Flags New England, and it would give them a high-capacity, reliable B&M while also giving them their first launch coaster. It would also give them a very unique coaster model that can only be found in one other place in the world, all the way down south at Seaworld Orlando. This would be a very good marketing move for the park and would give them a very unique new coaster. If the park decides not to go with the B&M, then there are a couple of other incredible coaster models that can do wonders for this park. For starters, there's the classic Six Flags move, which would be to open a larger RMC Raptor clone, or maybe even a custom Raptor. This wouldn't be the worst addition, but I would like it a lot more if RMC made it a multi-launch coaster. A Raptor is also not the best addition, as Great Adventure, less than 4 hours away, already has Jersey Devil. If they make it feature a launch though, then I think it would be a great addition, but I wouldn't count on it. Six Flags is working with Vekoma again, starting with Flash Vertical Velocity at Great Adventure in 2024. Vekoma has some really awesome looking launch coasters that could be great fits at New England. I'd love to see a new Gen Vekoma multi-launch coaster come to Six Flags New England, and I think it could do wonders for the park, filling a major gap in their lineup. Vekoma also has other great models that would be great fits at this park. I think a Vekoma Tilt coaster could be a perfect addition for New England. This coaster would be a super unique, rare experience, and it would bring crowds in from everywhere. The Vekoma Tilt coaster is very eye-catching, and it's sure to wow the general public like nothing else. It would give the park a standout, unique attraction, and though it wouldn't fill the launch coaster gap in their lineup, it would still be a great addition. Before I get to what could become the best and most expensive roller coaster to ever open at Six Flags New England, I wanted to take the time to thank you for watching my videos on this channel. If you enjoy my content, it would mean the world to me if you could subscribe. I've got an insane video coming to the channel really soon that you're not going to want to miss. It's been over a year in the works, and I'm not going to release it until it's 100% ready, but when I do, you're going to love it. So please subscribe so you don't miss out on that. There's also a ton of documentaries I'm working on that are some of my best videos on the channel coming soon. Subscribing takes just a second on your end, but to me, it means the world. When I first started this channel, I never imagined it would be so successful, and I really appreciate each and every one of you, so thank you for watching. Now that Six Flags is working with Intamin again, I think there are two models from Intamin that would be perfect for Six Flags New England. They'd give the park another top-tier, high-quality coaster while also giving them an awesome launch coaster. The first Intamin model I think New England could get is their new vertical launch coaster. This model looks incredible, and I think a 150 to 200 foot coaster like this could do wonders for the park. They'd get a super unique new model, and they'd get a vertical coaster while filling the launch coaster gap. This coaster could break a bunch of records, and it would give them a super steep, well-rounded coaster. This isn't the only Intamin I can see them opening though. I can very much see Six Flags New England decide to open one of the new smaller scale Intamin multi-launch coasters. When it comes to launch coasters, there's no one like Intamin, and these new small scale multi-launch coasters from the manufacturer look awesome. It would give New England one of the best top 3 coasters in the country, with Wicked Cyclone, their RMC, Superman, their Intamin Hyper, and their brand new Intamin launch coaster. Six Flags New England may be looking at one of their best coasters coming soon, and whether it comes in 2025 or 2026, it's sure to be amazing. If it opens in 2025 though, it likely won't even be close to the best coaster opening at a Six Flags park. 2025 is bringing some insane new coasters to the Six Flags chain, and it looks like Magic Mountain may be getting ready to open what could potentially become the best coaster in all of California. Construction has already begun on what looks like Six Flags Magic Mountain's largest project in decades, and in this video I go through everything that's happening with this insane new project. Magic Mountain's next coaster is going to be awesome, and you're never going to believe what it's going to be.